Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha your baby girl? Is Amanda your baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Listen, good morning. We are live right here on YouTube. Yes. Good morning to all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that's out there that want to educate yourself. And you already know, let's say good morning to all you narcissistic men and women out there in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Welcome. Let's go. Whether you're up, doing something productive, getting ready for work, on your way to work, whether you're coming in for work, whatever you're doing, as long as you're not doing those street pharmacist activities up out here in these streets, right here in Broome County, anywhere in New York State, New York City, it don't matter. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody, right here on YouTube. Let's make sure you ain't waking up to no narcissist, no domestic violence, male or female up out there in these streets. And if you are, make sure you have your tools in your pocket that I'm about to read to you right here on Sharane. Alrighty. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. We're going to get into this. Good morning, everybody. Listen, welcome, everybody. Once again, let's welcome all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that's out there that just want to educate yourself. And you already know, once again, let's welcome all you narcissistic men and women up out there in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have to say welcome to them, because if it wasn't for them, then we wouldn't be up here talking about narcissistic abuse or domestic violence, because if they weren't out here doing these type of situations, or nobody had to come across these type of people, then we wouldn't have to talk about awareness or anything about these men and women that's out here and toxic about here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. No matter where you located, okay, like I said, I spread awareness nationwide, but I also spread awareness for Binghamton, Broome County, and the whole area, okay? Does not matter if you're in Albany. So it just doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you get the tools in your pocket, that is the goal. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, I know it's Wednesday and everybody's doing whatever they got to do. It's the middle of the week, but just make sure that these narcissists is not trying to gaslight let you, manipulate you, or anything like that going on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Before we also get into this, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to say, okay, as you know, if you go on my community wall, also if you go on my support group page or my main page or whatever, you're gonna see one of my flyers, okay? It is called Support Sharane's World Awareness March. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see that flyer, please read the flyer, okay? Read what's on there. All right. Support the flyer. All right. The ways that you can support that March awareness that I do want to plan up coming up for August. All righty. You have to either become a Patreon member, so support my Patreon. Okay. All right. And I am taking any type of donations or whatever the case it may be to support this March awareness for, for everyone. Okay. So I would definitely make sure, I bring this up on my radio show as well. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you support the movement, no matter where you at, even if you're not in Binghamton or whatever the case may be, please support this flyer. All righty. And any flyer that you see that I post up on here, please go check it out, support it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing but good love over here. Okay. So, yes, I'm trying to get this march going. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost there. So, please, if you see my flyer, please support it. It is cool. Support the Sharane's World Awareness March. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Together we walk, together we heal, together we rise. All right. It is planned for August. Okay. So where we will be gathering there the Broome County Courthouse. Then we'll march over to the City Hall, state our statements, what we need to say, nice and peacefully. You understand what I'm saying? Get some advocates out there, whatever the case may be, and we continue on about our business for the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, yes, if you want to support that movement, if you want to donate, whatever it is, check out that flyer. I will repost it again on my community wall just in case you don't see it up there or don't want to go looking for it. I will repost it again, and I will make sure I repost it onto all my social media platforms. So don't worry, guys. Stay tuned after this live video. I'll make sure that's posted up. And make sure you check out my video from yesterday that I did. It's nothing but juicy information up there. Check that out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's get into our resources. This is Sharane's World Resources, ladies and gentlemen. So if you ever see this flyer anywhere around, this is my resources right here. I have it posted everywhere or whatever. It is on my community wall. It's on all my social medias. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sharane's World flyer that has all the resources out there for men and women up out here in the streets in Broome County, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Yeah, so if you support the movement, whether you're in Broome County, not in Broome County, no matter where you at, please support the movement. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is for all men and women. All right, all men and women needs this awareness. I advocate for all men and women up out here in these streets. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharenza. Let's get into our resources. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see my flyer anywhere around, it's gonna say, "You are not alone. Help is here. Hope is real." Resources for women and men in Broome County, Binghamton, and the Southern Tier. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's domestic violence, mental health, crime victims, and support, and much more that I have on this flyer. And I'm gonna go through this flyer, ladies and gentlemen, so you could just tune in, listen in. I will post this up on my community wall so you can have a better look of what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so you can get those resources out there. Okay, so if anything on this flyer fits you, if you need these resources, definitely call in if you're in New York State, if you're in the Broome County or the Southern Tier area, or I'm definitely going to let you know which one of these services are nationwide for everyone, no matter where you're located. So I'm going to definitely let you know which services that is when I get into that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into domestic violence support. So I'm going to read all information for domestic violence support. So if you need any type of domestic violence support, this information is right here. All right. Located in the Broome County, the Binghamton, the Southern, so the Southern Tier. You could contact the RISE program. That is RISE. That stands for Respect, Independence, Safety, Empowerment. Their 24/7 hotline, and their number is 607-723-9511. Their confidential support, safety planning, shelter, advocacy, support groups, children's services, and more. Okay? The next one, this one right here is a national wide number that anybody, no matter where you at, can reach out to this number right here. So you do not have to be located in Binghamton or New York State to reach out to this particular number and that I'm gonna say. So you can reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. So anybody, no matter where you're located, you can reach out to this number, okay? The National Domestic Violence Hotline. Their number is 1-800-799-7233. Okay? And you can text them as well. So you can text START and you can text that to number 88788. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? And their number is 24/7. All right? The confidential support and safety planning. So no matter where you're located, this number right here, the National Domestic Violence Hotline, is who you want to call no matter where you're located. Okay? Also, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this number right here. Let's go. To all my men. To all my men that's out there, men, pay attention. If you're coming across this video, I know I have a lot of men that's following my support group page called Domestic Violence and Narcissistic Relationships I Survive. I know I have men that's on my main page, my Tiana McLaughlin page, and I also know I have a lot of men that's following my YouTube channel, Sharanesville, where we're actively live on. Alrighty, so men, no matter who you are, I don't care what you are, I don't care what you got going on. I don't care if you in the LBGQ, whatever. It does not matter. Okay, it does not matter what you got going on. All right, so men. If you need some help, this is the men's hotline number. Okay? Men's hotline number. Their number is 1-877-600-6366. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to repeat that again for all my men in the back. Come forward, listen to this number. If you need any help, reach out to the men's hotline. All right, no matter where you located. Their number is 1-877-600-6366. Okay, so that's to all you men out there that's going through something, that's dealing with these narcissistic, domestic violence, toxic females out there, and you need somebody to talk to, and nobody else is hearing you. There is a men's hotline number that you could contact. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, and that's for all men that need support and resources for men's experience in domestic violence. All right, so men, check that number out. Once again, it's 1-877-600-6366. Check them out. All right, moving along. Now, you want to start with the New York State Office for Prevention of Domestic Violence. So that's not a number. You can go online and you can go into www.opdv.ny.gov. Okay, and that has information, resources, and help for survivors and their loved ones. Okay, so no matter who you are, victim, whatever, check that out on the website. That is www.opdv.ny.gov. So if you're in New York State, check that out. All right. So next, we're gonna get into the mental health support, ladies and gentlemen. Mental health support. So you can reach out to the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Okay. You could call or text 988. They're 24/7 free and confidential support for anyone in mental health crisis. Okay. Also, right here locally in the Broome County area, you can check out the Broome County Mental Health Department. Okay. Their number is 607-778-2411. They help with mental health services, crisis support, and community resources. So, men, you can reach out to that too. Listen, okay? You can also reach out to the UHS Behavioral Health, okay? And their number is 607-762-2211. They help with outpatient mental health and substance use and services. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going through a downtime and you're starting to, use substance or whatever it is, reach out. Even if you just need some counseling, it doesn't really matter. Just reach out. You don't even have to be doing anything. Just reach out, okay? The next one is the Guthrie Lloyd's Hospital Behavioral Health. Okay. Their number is 607-798-5723. They help with outpatient counseling and psychiatric services. Okay. And last but not least, Family and Children Society. Okay. Their number is 607-723-8313. They help with counseling, family support, children's mental health, parenting support, and much more. So that's basically more like counseling, family counseling, and things like that. So if you need some counseling out there in them streets, you could definitely hit this number up if you're located within the Broome County area, Binghamton, Johnson City, Vestal. It doesn't matter, okay? If you're located in the southern tier of Broome County, reach out, get your family that support. So the next list we're going to read on is crime victim support. Okay, so I'm going to read everything that has to do with crime victims support, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so starting with number one, Crime Victims Assistance Center. Okay, that's right here locally in Binghamton, and also they are locally in everyone else's town as well. Check them out in your area, just look them up. Okay, but right here in Broome County, Okay, you have the Crime Victims Assistance Center. Their number is 607-723-3200. Okay, they help with crisis intervention, advocacy support, court support, orders of protection, assistance, and referrals. Ladies and gentlemen, check them out. Call them out. All right. Another one you need to contact is a Legal Aid Society of Mid New York. All right. So it's Legal Aid Society of Mid New York. All right, so these are like lawyers, legal aids. You know, if you need a lawyer, you can't pay for a lawyer or whatever it is, you don't have the funds. You can shout out to a legal aid. All right, their number is 607-722-1251. They give free civil legal services for eligible individuals in Broome County. Check them out, no matter where you are within the Broome County Southern Tier area. Like I said, Vestal, Tioga, does not matter. Reach out to them. Okay. Another one is the Broome County Sheriff's Office. Okay, you can reach out to the Broome County Sheriff's Office as well. Their number is 607-778-1911 for non-emergency assistance and information, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to give you guys some local emergency numbers for right here in the southern tier of Binghamton, the Broome County area. Okay, these local emergency services numbers is you have the emergency. Police, fire, and medical. Everybody know what's the number? 911. So if you need that, call 911. You have the Broome County Sheriff's Office, which is 607-778-1911. Then you also have the Binghamton Police Department, because I'm located in Binghamton. All right. Their number is 607-723-5300. You have the Johnson City Police Department. Their number is 607-797-2100. You have the Endicott Police Department. Their number is 607-757-9611. And last but not least, you have the New York State Police Department. Okay, so the New York State Police, their number is 607-754-2200. So those are your local emergency numbers that you can reach out to. Alrighty. And so we also have some community and financial support. Okay, so you can reach out to if you need some community, some support, or whatever. All right, you can reach out to the Broome County Department of Social Services. Their number is 607-778-2411. They help with benefit assistance, SNAP, Medicaid, child care assistance, HEAP, and adult protective services, and much more. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, definitely reach out. They can help you out with setting up family court paperwork. They're not just there for just going for food stamps and things like that. They got a lot of other things in those buildings that you can go and see. All right. You can also reach out to 211 New York. All right. So that's you can call 211 or visit 211 New York State.org. So that is 211 NYS.org. All right. I'm going to repeat it again 211 NYS.org. Okay. You can visit them online or you can just pick up that phone and call 211. All right. They have free confidential information and referrals for housing, food, and utility assistance, counseling, and much more. So they can direct you to where to get all the other counseling and all the other help that I just read previous. Um, they can help you get that help. Okay. You also have the Broome County Public Health Department. Their number is 607-778-2805. They help with health education, community resources, and referrals. All right. Also, let's say you don't have no insurance or whatever the case may be, you can go down to them. They can help you get that sorted out, whatever the case may be. And sometimes right here in Binghamton, that's where like the WIC location is at, and things like that. And also, you can contact the United Way, which is what we just read previous before. The United Way 211. So you can dial 211. It connects you to local services and support in your community, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And here's some 24/7 confidential support. You can definitely reach out to 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can call or text 988. So if you're having some mental things and whatever it is that these people got you feeling like you going on and going wrong with yourself and it's them, please reach out. Okay. You can there's also the crisis text line. Text HOME to the number 741-741. So you can text HOME to 741-741. All right. And also, you have the National Domestic Violence Hotline, ladies and gentlemen. And their number is 1-800, so that's 1-800-799-7233. And you could text them to START. You could text it to the number 88788. All right. Abuse can happen to anyone. Help is available for everyone. You are not alone, whether you're experiencing abuse, hardship, or just need someone to talk to. Reach out. Okay. All services are confidential. Help is available for women, men, teenagers, older adults, and families. You deserve safety, respect, and support. And if you are in immediate danger, call 911. You matter, and we are stronger together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Yes, thank you, everybody. Welcome to Sharane's All, everybody. I appreciate you all. Welcome, everybody. You know. So if you need these resources, check it out. I know it was a long list of what I said, but most definitely, if anything suits your boat, you can always pause the video, rewind, or check out my community wall, and I will have that posted up there. It already is, but I will repost it again so all you guys can see these resources that's within the New York State, the Broome County, Southern Tier area. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and listen, no matter where you're located, all right, even if you're not in Binghamton, check out the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1-800-799-7233, no matter where you located, okay? Also, no matter where you located, contact Crime Victims Assistance Center in your area. So go on Google, look up in your particular area, and contact them, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the help is here. I appreciate everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button along your way out this video or when you come into the video. Listen, it don't even matter, okay? As long as y'all get the tools in your pocket, that's all that is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here in Binghamton, I know everybody needs that awareness, but the whole goal is breaking that cycle no matter who you are. Men, there's a men's hotline. Their number is 1-877-600-6366. Check them out. No matter what you need, open your mouth. Speak up. Stop letting these people violate you the way they think they can. All right? Y'all stay focused. And if they're telling you you can't do something that you can do, you do it. As long as it's positive, as long as it's something that's good, as long as it's something that means something to you, you keep pushing for it, right? Because these demonic narcissists and these demon domestic violence, male or females, would think that you are not doing what you need to do for yourself and your mental, and they're going to continue to screw you over, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, use these tools. Open up your third eye. Understand what's going on and going wrong up out here in these streets. And if you have children up out there, please educate them, especially your boys, especially your girls, about keeping their hands to themselves. All right? Nobody deserves to be being beat on. Nobody deserves to be manipulated. Nobody deserves to be mind controlled in a clown circus show, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Sharane's World right here on YouTube. Don't forget, I will be live on my radio show every Friday on the WBDY 99.5 FM, the Bundy Museum Radio, right here locally in Binghamton. Let's go. Check me out every Friday at 6 p.m. Sharane World Radio Show will be live. I will be taking calls. I'll be playing some music. I'll be spreading some awareness. And you can call in. If you want to come on live, you can spread some awareness. Let's go. That is the whole goal. My goal is to help other people get that voice. My goal is to help other people come on with their stories to share their things as a guest. That is my goal, is to help other people have that voice. You know, and it feels good to get that voice, to come out and speak up and bring awareness and to heal and move past all that shit show that you went through. You're able to live. Because like I keep telling y'all, there's a lot of other people that didn't make it out. All right? So welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Let's go. And y'all stay blessed out here in these streets. Stay focused. Stop giving your money to these narcissists and these domestic violence people. I don't care what they got going on and going wrong. Your problem is not their problem. Their problem is not your problem. All right? You shouldn't have to keep coming home or having to keep hearing about their problems all the time and think that you're supposed to save them out of every problem. No. Now listen, when you're together with somebody and y'all go through things, okay? And one person falls off, your other partner is supposed to be there to pick you up until you get back on your feet. All right? But while your partner is picking you up and you're not trying to show that you're getting back on your feet or you're not trying to do right or anything, then how long is it going to take for that partner to keep holding you down? After a while, it's not going to rock. You understand? But you know what them narcissists do? They go find other supplies. Yeah, that's not a relationship. That's not a healthy relationship. And no real healthy relationship operates like that out here in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay focused. When you go through something with your partner, whether that male or female, a hardship, whatever it is, I don't care what it is, watch how they operate. Watch how they move. Watch how they move. And the way they move, if it's wrong, that just goes to show you. Because a real relationship don't operate like that. How it's gonna operate is y'all gonna go through that situation together as a team. All right? You're not gonna find your partner talking to multiple suppliers in a cut. All right? You're gonna go through that situation together as a team. You're gonna work on it. You're gonna build each other up. You're gonna be able to go through that situation. All right? You're not gonna have to sit there and deal with toxic energy, negative, domestic, abuse. You're not gonna have to deal with that type of stuff. All right? When you're in something healthy. Not saying all relationships are good, because I'm not a relationship expert about you in the street. But I tell you this much, you're not gonna deal with nobody putting their hands on you. You're not gonna deal with nobody manipulating you. You're not gonna deal with multiple supplies in a cut. You're not gonna deal with all that toxic stuff that these women and men bring in these relationships when they're not healed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling y'all, everybody has a past. So don't try to go after people because they have a past or whatever, but it's all about how they come back out in the streets to operate. All right? If they come back out and they toxic and they nasty and they 304 and they think they on Love and Hip Hop and baddies or whatever, then they toxic and they're not healed. All right? If they come back out in the streets and they're healed and they're doing what they gotta do and they got these tools in their pockets and they're not putting themselves back in the same predicaments again, they're healed. Watch their movement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharane right here on YouTube. Y'all stay focused. Take these tools. Y'all stay blessed. Make sure y'all check out my flyers, ladies and gentlemen. My support the Sharane for Awareness March. If you see that flyer, definitely support it. It is for my March awareness that I'm definitely trying to get up and get it going. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see it, read it, support it. Let's go. All right. I appreciate everybody. And like I keep telling y'all, check out my Patreon. That's where I put all my music, my radio shows up there. All right. Check it out. Become a member. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I appreciate you all. And like I said, right here in Binghamton, the awareness is needed. Definitely needed. Definitely needed. And I keep telling y'all, I'm not from Binghamton, not born in Binghamton, not from this area. But when I moved here, that's when all my domestic situations started going on and going wrong. And that's when I started peeping a lot of things. Out of all the time me living here, I peep a lot of things, I see a lot of things. I'm not in these clubs, these bars, these shindies, up in people's faces. It just don't operate like that up in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an empath. I don't have time for them shindies. And even when I went through my domestic violence and narcissistic abuse, I still didn't have time to be up out in them streets and them shindies. So everybody that knows me knows, Sharane World, Tiana, don't be up out in them streets and them shindies, all right? I definitely don't. But what I do know is that awareness must be spreaded. It must be given. And I keep telling you, I'm a different type of advocate up out here in the street. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the peace. And if you ain't got no peace and no healing in you, then you ain't healed. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharane World. All men and women, let's go. Y'all stay focused, stay blessed this morning. And stay tuned for tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday Awareness on Sharane World on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Because y'all know I come up with them thirsty Thursdays. Every Thursday, it gotta be a thirsty Thursday. Thank you, y'all. Listen, I appreciate you all, but I'm gonna start heading up out of here. It's a busy day today. It's a good day today. I'll be back a little later with some more videos. Like I said, once again, check out my flyers. Check out my March Awareness flyer, all right? Check it out. Come support it, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get this going. We got to get this awareness going. Listen, Binghamton needs it. It's here. All men and women. And if you want to come on to my radio show, ladies and gentlemen, inbox me, whatever it is. Put it on my community wall if you're in this area, or if not, if you want to come and call in or whatever, check me out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I'm up out of here. Y'all stay blessed. And welcome to Sharane's World. Thank you.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.